Welcome. In today's episode, we're going to take a look at Dubai's new hoverbike. Then we have an AI that can write AI better than a human being. And we're going to wrap all this up with drones that deliver burritos. This is ZakDTV, the place for interesting news from around the net. And let's get right into this. First things first, I have to take a look at this. This is the Giant Robot Duel. They live streamed it yesterday, and it's now on YouTube for you to watch. There is a link in the description if you want to go check it out. I have been promoting for this and looking for it and just waiting for this for so long. And unfortunately, it wasn't quite as cool as I thought it would be. But hey, this is the first ever Giant Robot Duel, so we can expect more in the future. It did have some pretty cool moments. We got to see a chainsaw in action against another robot. We got to see the original Megabot design knocked over quickly by Karatas in the first round. And there was some other cool action throughout this video. I do suggest jumping over to their page, giving it a watch, but do that after you watch my video, so it doesn't mess up my view time. Alright, but on to the news. Dubai has officially partnered with hoversurf, the makers of the Scorpion hoverbike, and they plan on putting it into use as a police vehicle. And let's take a look at this thing. It is a very cool concept. It's a quadcopter design with an open cockpit, single rider. It says it can carry up to 660 pounds, 300 kilograms worth of rider and gear. It is open rotor, and this just puts images of a salad shooter in my mind. I hope these guys are skilled. And while this thing won't be good for, say, pursuit, they have Lamborghinis and Bugattis and stuff on their police force to handle that. And it really won't be good for surveillance because, well, it's really loud. And it really won't be good for patrol because it only has like a half hour worth of battery life. Well, what will it be good for? They suggested it'd be good for situations like search and rescue, where maybe there's a situation you can't get a vehicle close enough. They could hop on over with this. But in all reality, I think we have a situation here with a police department has more money than they know what to do with. They figure, hey, let's have some flying cops too. Why not? I mean, Dubai is on the cutting edge of all this technology. They successfully tested a passenger-carrying flying taxi the other day. And they have plans and infrastructure started to implement flying taxis all around the city. Ah, there's a use. Pull over flying taxis using a flying cop bike. That's gotta be it, right? Well, I am sure to be keeping an eye on this story, and I will definitely report on it the first time a cop falls off this thing. Alright, next, I want to look at something that's coming out of Google's AI project. Back in May, they announced this AutoML project, and this was designed to develop an AI that could write AI. Seems like a good idea, right? Well, Google just announced that AutoML has beat human coders. Their AI can write a better program than a human being can. Not only does it write a better program, but it can write a better program that can write a better program. You can see where there can be exponential growth here. It did this when it wrote a program that was able to categorize Google image searches. And it was correct 82% of the time, which is much better than a human-written AI could do. It also scored a 43% when it came to searches within those images, whereas a human-written AI was only able to do 39%. While that's not a lot better, it is significantly better than what a human being can write. Now, this is great news for the future of AI, because we are in a situation now where we have plans for what we want it to do, but we don't know how to get from here to there. And by designing an AI that was built to make a program that can get it from this to this goal, well, the computer will write things that we don't even have a concept of. This does sound really cool. And of course, all the post-apocalyptic, Skynet, blah, 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 Terminator stuff. It does seem a little bit scary. This isn't AI sentience. It is working under what humans want it to do. So it's not like it's scheming and birthing the next best AI to get us. But who's to say that can't happen? Who's to say when that singularity will happen, when that AI program, which is under control of us, writes that next one that's a little bit better, and boom, it's true intelligence. It'll be interesting to see how long that takes, because I'm sure it's coming. And what does this mean for the future of AI research? Well, hopefully this program can keep working as well as it is currently. And if that's the case, they can take more of these programmers and put them in administration roles to actually guide the AI where we want it and prevent that world-dominating AI from developing. Because like the Facebook AI that developed its own language that we couldn't understand, we definitely don't want this one running away into areas that we can't even comprehend. And finally, I want to talk about an excellent idea that came out of Google's, well, actually it was Alphabet. And this is called Project Wing. This program was started back in 2014 in Australia, doing research and development on how drone delivery could help distribute goods and services. Well, Google announced that they have teamed up with Guzman Gomez. They're a Mexican restaurant in Australia's Capital Territory. And while a lot of research has been done on how to integrate drone delivery into a city environment, what they're doing here in Australia is delivering to rural areas, where drone deliveries are even more appreciated. We're looking at a situation here where having to run to the store could take you 40 minutes each way. So Google has designed a program that allows you to order your burritos off of a dedicated app. The drone then goes over to the spot to pick up your delivery and flies it out to your house. And by using machine learning on your property, it scouts for a good landing spot. It doesn't want to run into trees, drop your food in water, that kind of stuff. And each time it learns a little bit more about how to properly deliver something, thus making it more efficient. These drones can travel at 75 miles an hour, and being as such that they go as a crow flies, it gets the food there rather quickly. You still get a hot burrito when it's delivered. Another advance they've made here is instead of just dropping the packages like they used to do, they have come up with a winch system that lowers it down on a string, disconnects it, and then takes off to go back to its home station. This helps them deliver packages that are a little more delicate and a little more likely to be destroyed if they're just dropped from height. Now, so far, I only talked about the burrito place because that's the one that's interesting to me. But there is a second company they teamed up with, and that's called the Chemist Warehouse. They are a pharmaceutical delivery company. So people in the outback of Australia can get their burritos and their drugs all at the same time. With that, I pose a question to you. Which one of these technologies is going to have the biggest effect on our life going forward? And my second question is, are you going to go watch the robot duel? I think you should. And hey, if you enjoyed this episode, make sure to give me a like. It really helped my channel grow. And if you want more interesting news 5 days a week, go ahead and click that subscribe button. You'll know when I upload something new then. I am here Monday through Friday, so I hope to see you here again. And until next time, have fun and be safe.